Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to all of you who've subscribed in the last week and commented and liked as well. I really appreciate that, and I think especially when you're new on YouTube, it's like, oh, somebody is watching, so I'm not just talking to myself. Today I want to talk a little about Qigong and the correlation between our Qigong practice and our daily life. It's interesting, and as I watch students practice, I can see whether they're putting it into their daily life or not. So remember when we did the sequence, if you've been practicing the one for the sleeping well at night, for the sadness, or for the back pain, there are 3 videos I already have up, and they're a full sequence of training. If you've been doing that, you'll know what the sequence is now. And usually the sequence is the same, and we just change out an exercise. So in your sequence you have your breathing, relaxing, your smiling from the heart, your exercise, your chi flow or letting go, and your dantian. So six main points from the sequence. So let's see how they relate to daily life as well. Because your Qigong, it's the art of energy, and we're energy beings, so it's important to bring it into our daily life and not just when we're doing our 10 or 15 minutes of practice. The first thing, breathing. Now, you've heard me say our breath, our breathing is the music of life. That's what my Sifu used to say. Our breathing is the music of life, and the Sufis say that our breathing is the secret to life. Important to breathe and to be gently aware of your breath during the day. So for us, we do keep our mouth open just a little bit during the day, so there's a good exchange of good chi coming in and the negative chi or bad chi or whatever you want to call it going out. So for us, we do keep our mouth open just a little bit, and we are aware of when we have our mouth clamped closed. And it's interesting because we usually do that when we're concentrating really hard. I'm a knitter and a crochet person, and I do it myself when I'm really focused on whichever thing I'm doing. So it's important to keep our mouth open just a little bit. A lot of kids, especially the very small ones, they have their mouth open most of the time. So being aware of the breath as well. Be aware of when your breath becomes more shallow. So you want to be taking not deep breaths, but gentle and out. So gentle and so nice. You'll feel much nicer after it. Next part is to relax. My God, the whole world needs to relax. So relaxing is really, really important for us, body and mind to relax. Why? Because when we relax, the chi flows much better for us. When we're tense or holding on to something like that, we're tensing and blocking the flow of the chi. Our breathing usually helps us to relax, and the breath also improves the flow of the chi. But relaxing is really, really important for us. As much as we can, we should be relaxed all day. But I know we're about, on a scale of 1 to 10, we're probably at a 1 or a 2. So relax. Again, it's awareness. Be aware when you're tensing. And especially if you're working on laptops and stuff like that, we lock up here and we lock up in the upper back as well. Plus the wrists. Our kids who are playing a lot of whatever they play, they block up the wrists a lot as well. A lot of the 16, 17-year-olds don't have a lot of flexibility in their wrists. So that's the relaxed part. You'll also become more efficient and more effective in whatever way, whatever you're doing. Kids in school learn a lot better as well when they're relaxed. And I think you all would remember that. Well, it depends what age you're watching. But, you know, you learn better from a teacher where you were nice and relaxed in the class than where you were absolutely terrified. Smiling from the heart. Now, you've heard me mention that as well if you were following the sequence. And of course, smiling from the heart is really, really important. When you smile, all of your organs relax and they secrete secretions that nourish them. Your whole body relaxes when you smile. Just do it now. Give a big smile. Like, smile from your heart. And it's not just your physical heart, it's your spirit. You're opening your heart, you're opening your spirit, you're raising your spirit. So smile from your heart. Smile as often as you can. Would you prefer, when you see somebody coming towards you, to be smiling or to be grumpy? I think we'd prefer the smiley person. So smile from your heart, but do it for yourself as well. The next part is the exercise. And for us, the exercise is part of our practice, of course. It's a Qigong exercise. Now, if you're just doing Qigong exercises and not the other parts that I call out, that's very physical. It's not the whole story of Qigong, they're just Qigong exercises. But exercise in general is actually good for us. Gentle exercise, remember what I said about relaxing? So anything that you're doing that's tensing you is blocking the Qi. So remember that in whatever you're doing. And I know a lot of people don't like when I say that, but gentle exercise is better for our body. And if you're sick, it's better to become well first before you do a lot of exercise, because the body is too weak. You're putting a lot of pressure on it. Now, our Qi flow is our healing part in our practice, but in life, it's so important to flow as well. To flow and to let go. Let go of negative thoughts that you're having as best you can. Let go of anything negative as best you can. You go with the flow. And going with the flow doesn't mean that it's always good, but you flow with it. You know, everything changes and everything gets better, it's up and down, that's life. So it's good, enjoy the good times, but if they're not so good, go with the flow as best you can with that as well. And do your practice, because that will help. So our Qi flow is about letting go. Letting go of negative stuff in our practice, but also in life. Letting go of negative stuff as best you can. I know it's not always easy, but awareness is very important of where we're holding on to stuff. Now, when we're finished with our Qi flow, we bring the Qi to our Dantian, down to our Dantian 2 or 3 inches below the belly button. And that's to ground us. And during the day, it's really important to have our Qi more here than away up here, because this is where people mostly have it. Thinking. That's not going to do you any good. So keeping your Qi, we ground ourselves more here. Of course, you can also ground yourself at your feet, but generally for us, we ground ourselves at the Dantian. We connect heaven and earth here. It's our center. And in life, it's important to be grounded as well. So remember that you don't want the Qi to be way up in your head, and it's just a thought. Remember, energy follows thought. I wish everyone could remember that during the day. If you only took that from this video, energy follows thought. Think about it. Energy follows thought. So whatever thoughts you're having, that's what you're giving the power to. Energy follows thought. Okay, so there our list. That's our list of the sequence and how it relates to our daily life as well. So be aware of gently aware of your breathing every now and then during the day. It doesn't have to be every second minute. Every now and again during the day. Check that you're relaxed. Smile from your heart. Even if you feel you're tense, if you smile from your heart, you'll relax. Smiling is so good for us. Smiling, watching comedy programs, all of those kind of things, they're so good for us. And they're not as much available as they were when I was young. There was so much comedy on TV, and we were always involved in shows and stuff like that physically here in our area. So my dad was great at comedy, and so was Mom. So we always had laughter in the house. Your exercise, your Qi flow, and your Dantian. Exercise is good for you. Get out in nature, go for a walk. Your Qi flow, let go as much as you can of negative stuff, and go to your Dantian so you stay grounded during the day, because being grounded clears your head. And that's what you want the mental clarity. Now, some people have asked about courses that I'm doing. So I am doing a free webinar on Zoom for anybody who's subscribed to this channel, and it will only be open to those who are subscribed to this channel. If you do want the Zoom link, please comment below, just good health. That's all you have to do. Comment good health and I'll send you the link. I am doing other courses, which are paid courses, of course, because this is my job. And there's an online one coming up on Wednesday the 29th. It's a beginner's Qigong course, again on Zoom, and that's open to any international students, of course, as well. That's the good thing about Zoom. And in my home, I am doing a Wednesday morning on the 29th of January as well. And that's only open to 4 or 5 people, because I can't take any more than that here. My last house I could take a big group, but where I am right now, it's a smaller group. And I will be starting a men's morning medical Qigong as well. And I hope some of our men will join us for that. And remember, all of these details are on my website, qigong.ie. CHIKUNG, qigong.ie. So thank you for watching, if you've got as far as this part, and I do wish you lots and lots of beautiful sudden joys for the rest of the week, and I'll be back next week. I think next week is a practice session again. So if you have anything that's wrong with you and you want me to show you an exercise for that, and I'll do the whole session combining the exercise, then let me know. So, Shaolin greetings to you all, and take care of yourselves until I see you then.